see it up live.
And we're live on YouTube.
Awesome. So, welcome to our reading of Twin Peaks, the pilot episode. We're starting a little late this morning. We had to do some quick recasting, and most folks have not read parts ahead of time, so we're going to have an interesting read tonight. This is a draft episode of the pilot, so it starts out quite differently from the finished product, if you're familiar at all. The characters are the same, the story's the same, but just the whole presentation and the order in which they tell us things is very, very different from the product. So I'll just so I was debating whether or not to give you kind of a synopsis of what's going to happen, but I think I'll just let you guys watch it, and then we'll talk later about how it's different. So, and then you'll be able to kind of follow along, hopefully. There's a lot of characters, and we've got quite a few of them doubled up amongst various people, so see if you can keep track. And there's a lot of couples who are sleeping with other people, so keeping in mind, too, that, you know, just because they're sweet on someone doesn't necessarily mean that they are tight. So, anyways, Twin Peaks. Let's go ahead and introduce ourselves, where we're from, where people can find us on social media, and what parts we are playing. And we'll just go ahead and start with Aubrey.
Ooh, hello. My name is Aubrey McCoy. My pronouns are I do all, any all and above. And I am playing the curse of Dale Cooper, who's right there. And also Benjamin, oh my gosh, my brain, I can't remember all of these.
You're who you're playing.
Yeah, Ben Horn and Betty Briggs.
Awesome.
No, so Betty Briggs, that's really funny.
Okay.
And you can find me on Instagram under @Lucy and the Fair. You can find me on Spotify for my album and music. Just look for my name. And yeah, that's pretty much it. I'm also on YouTube. You can just search for me on YouTube. You'll find a whole bunch of stuff on there.
Awesome. Let's jump down to Vicky.
Hi, I'm Vicky Dykes. I'm in Penhold, Alberta, up in Canada. Tonight I will be Leo Johnson, James Hurley, Catherine Martell. Actions and descriptions for the first and second part. Nurse, Deputy Andrew Brennan, Eileen Hayward, and Major Briggs. You can find me on Instagram. I'm YogaGramma10. I'm on Facebook. I'm Vicky Dykes. And I recently joined Threads. So you can find me there. I believe it's V Dykes, but it might be Vicky Dykes. I don't remember. It's very fresh.
Cool. Let's go to Haley.
Hello, my name is Haley Bayermeister. I am coming from Houston, Texas. Local actor here. You can find me slaying at I'm not gonna say really tired at theater camps this summer. No, I am Hasty247 on Instagram. You can look up Haley Bayermeister. It's BEIERMEISTER. Try that out for fun. On YouTube, I think a lot of stuff on YouTube comes up there. And then I'm Haley Elizabeth, HAYLEY Elizabeth on Facebook. And I am playing, I've got this up. I am playing Truman, Audrey, Donna Hayward, which is also a great role, Jerry Home, and Mike and Hawk. And I'm excited to be back.
And you've got actions and descriptions.
And actions and descriptions.
Awesome. Let's go to John.
Hello, everyone. I'm John Clarence Gomez from Manila, Philippines. I'm they, them. That's my pronouns. And I am playing Lucy, waitress, Norma Jennings, Leland Palmer, Dr. Hayward, Nadine Hurley, Pete Martel, Dr. Jacoby. Sarah Palmer, and Janek. You can follow me on Instagram because I have a two Instagram account called the JC Gomez Official. That's my official Instagram account, JC Gomez Official. And my second account is my podcast account called the JC Gomez Show. Also, I want to thank Aubrey for recently following me on my Instagram. Thank you, Aubrey, for following me. And
Awesome.
that's it.
Okay. And let's see, I've got all four of you, right? All right. And then I am Kat Wilson, she, her pronouns. I live in Gig Harbor, Washington. And tonight I'll be playing the roles of waitress Shelley Johnson, fisherman Ed Hurley, one of the bad guys, Bobby Briggs, Joseph Packard, who owns the mill, the crazy log lady, a mute role called Johnny Home, and then Mrs. Pulaski, the mother of a rape victim, and also the last set of actions and descriptions. And you can find me on social media, especially with Two Households in Fair Corona, a Shakespeare reading group. All right, I think that is everyone. And oh, where did I just put the script? Oh my goodness, I just had it open. All right, so let's try that again. I will open this up. Come on. And then we'll go ahead and share it and get going. All right, apparently it's being crazy. Let me just open up a new window. Oh, here we go. Awesome. All right, share screen. And we'll let Vicky start us off here in just a sec. I probably need to make it a little bit larger as soon as I get it up there. This is pretty small. Come on. Computer's really slow today. How does that look for size? I'll just
Good.
scroll down a bit. Is that okay?
Yep.
All right. Get that working here. Well, I had it open. Let's see. What's going on here? Oh, let's do that. Okay. Oh, now it's really large again. Really small again. All right, here we go. Far too large. All right, can you read that okay, Vicky?
Yep.
All right. All right, let's get started. And like always, if you're not in a scene, please mute.
Twin Peaks, written by Mark Frost and David Lynch, based on, if any, Act 1, fade in, exterior, Great Northern Hotel, day. Dawn breaks over the Great Northern. Cut to interior, Great Northern Hotel, room, day. We hear him before we see him, but Dale Cooper is perched 6 inches above the floor in a one-handed yoga frog position, wearing boxer shorts and a pair of socks, talking into the tape recorder, which is sitting on the carpet near his head.
Diane, 6:18 a.m., room 315. Great Northern Hotel up here in Twin Peaks. It's pretty well. Non-smoking room. No tobacco smell. That's a nice consideration for the business traveler. A hint of Douglas fir needles in the air. As Sheriff Truman indicated, they would. Everything this hotel promised. They've delivered clean, reasonably priced accommodations. Telephone works. Bathroom in really tip-top shape. No drips. Plenty of hot water with good, steady presence. Could be a side benefit of the waterfall just outside my window. Firm mattress, but not too firm. And no lumps in like that time I told you about down in El Paso. Diane, What a nightmare that was. But of course, you heard me tell that story once or twice before. Haven't tried the television. Looks like cable. Probably no reception problems. But the true test of any hotel, as you know, is that morning cup of coffee, which I'll be getting back to you about within the half hour. Diane, it struck me again earlier this morning. There are two things that continue to trouble me. And I'm not just speaking as an agent of the Bureau, but also as a human being. What really went on between Marilyn Monroe and the Kennedys? And who really pulled the trigger on JFK?
We cut to the exterior Sheriff Truman's house, morning. A rustic log house with the sheriff's cruiser parked in front. A rooster crows. Sheriff Truman exits the house carrying a soiled paper bag. He walks around the side yard to a chicken coop and scatters the feed he has in the bag into the coop. They start clucking and pecking.
How you girls doing this morning? Sounds like you got plenty to talk about today. Hope it's good news.
He empties the bag and starts towards the cruiser. We cut to the exterior donut shop day. A sign reads, Wagon Wheel Donuts. We cut to interior donut shop morning. A banner reads, Go ahead, make my donut. Another banner reads, Square deals on round donuts. Deputy Andy Brennan and Lacey Moran are at the counter, in the middle of ordering.
2 boxes of chocolate creams with Jimmy's, a box of maple milk, 1 raspberry swizzle, twist, 2 bags of jelly donuts. I'm ordering extra jelly donuts because they're Agent Cooper's favorite. You know my aunt I told you about with the raccoons? She liked jelly donuts. They were her favorite. But she doesn't remind me at all of Agent Cooper. Her son Todd does.
We cut to interior sheriff's cruiser morning. Truman drives past Wagon Wheel Donuts just in time to see Lucy and Andy leaving the shop, with Andy carrying a stack of donut boxes up to his neck. Truman pulls into the parking lot next to them and leans out the window.
Can I give you 3 a lift?
But Sheriff, there's only 2 of us.
Truman and Andy look at each other. We cut to the interior Great Northern Hotel dining room day. Dale Cooper sits at a choice corner table, holding a fresh hot cup of coffee as a waitress stands by holding the coffee pot.
Wait right there. Wait right there. You know, this is, excuse me, a damn good cup of coffee. I can't tell you how many cups of coffee I've had in my life, and this is one of the best.
Thank you.
I like 2 eggs over hard, don't tell me. I know it's hard on the arteries, but old habits die hard. Just about as hard as I want those eggs. Bacon, super crispy, almost burned, cremated.
We cut to Audrey's horn across the room, watching Cooper order. She slips into her beguiling rip your heart out routine and sashays across the dining room to Cooper's table.
That's great. I'll have the grapefruit juice as long as those grapefruits are freshly squeezed.
The waitress departs. Audrey smiles.
My name is Audrey Horn.
Federal Bureau of Investigation, Special Agent Dale Cooper.
Can I sit here?
Miss Horn, unless I miss my guess, your father is Benjamin Horn, the owner of this fine establishment. So I guess you could sit anywhere you like. And I'd also like to add it would be my pleasure.
Audrey sits, a little confused, runs a hand over her forehead.
You know, sometimes I get so flushed. It's interesting.
Were you a friend of Laura Palmer?
Not exactly.
Her father works for your father? Did you know each other growing up?
Oh, we knew each other.
But there was something about her you didn't like.
Everybody likes Laura. She was just little Miss Perfect. Laura tutored my older brother Johnny 3 times a week. Johnny's 27 and he's in the 3rd grade. It runs in the family.
Hmm.
Do you like my ring?
Oh, very nice.
My father bought it for me. My father was crazy about Laura. He bought her a pony when she was 9, but he let her father say it was from him. Its name was Troy. Ugh. Do your palms ever itch?
Cooper studies her benignly. We cut to Benjamin Horn, crossing the hallway outside the dining room. He glances in and sees his daughter, sitting with Dale Cooper. He stops, takes us in, and then moves on. We cut to the exterior, Leo Johnson's house morning. The trucker, Leo Johnson, is obsessively cleaning the cab of his semi-rig with a dustbuster. A bucket of hot water, some sponges, and a hose are at the ready nearby. We see that Leo's name is stenciled on the rig's door, along with the name Big Pussycat. Shelley Johnson, in her waitress uniform, comes up to the truck.
Leo, honey, I gotta go to work now. Norma be here any second. Leo?
Leo turns off the dustbuster and turns to her. Did you finish cleaning my boots?
Oh, they're all done. And I did the laundry, too.
All of it?
Well, yeah.
No, you didn't. He grabs a used grocery bag full of dirty clothes from the cab and flings it at her.
Sure, Leo. When I get home, I'll...
Now, Shelley.
Okay.
Shelley starts back towards the house. We cut to the interior of the Johnson kitchen, morning. Shelley dumps the clothes out of the grocery bag onto a laundry basket in front of the washer. She shakes out the clothes before putting them in. She stops short when she sees a large, dark red blood stain on a faded blue cowboy work shirt. She starts to tremble. She hears a car horn beep outside. She looks out the window, sees Norma's car pull in near the truck, but she doesn't see Leo. She hears the screen door open and bang shut in the other room. Shelley? Norma's here. Shelley makes a brave decision, quickly folds the bloodstained shirt and stashes it behind the washer, dumps the rest of the clothes in the washer, loads the detergent, closes the door, and starts it just as Leo comes in the room. Shelley? Did you hear me say Norma's here?
I heard you, Leo.
She starts out. He catches her by the arm. I'm gonna come by the diner sometime today. Be a good girl and save me a piece of pie. He pinches her cheek softly and holds it.
Sure, Leo.
He works her cheek for a moment, squeezing a bit harder. Shelley hides her fear. We cut to the exterior Johnson house, interior Norma's car, morning. Norma sits behind the wheel of a maroon 64 Falcon station wagon. Shelley gets in beside her and they drive off.
Leo sure keeps that truck up, doesn't he?
He sure does.
We're sure a couple, a characters, aren't we, Shelley?
Norma, you said a mouthful and then some.
No,
Guys,
Guys.
you hear what happened at the Roadhouse last night?
No.
Big fight. Bobby Wicks hit Ed Hurley with some brass knuckles.
Bobby hit Ed? Weird.
they look at each other, each knowing the other's secret, but not saying so.
Ed's got a concussion. Then Bobby and Mike got into it with the Bookhouse boys. Took 2 patrol cars to break it up. Bobby and Mike probably is still in jail.
Guys.
Guys,
We cut to the exterior sheriff station entrance. Morning. Reestablish. Cut to interior sheriff station reception area. Morning. Deputy Andy takes a big bite of his plum frappe turnover just as Dale Cooper breezes through the front door and waves brightly as he passes.
Morning, Deputy.
That's you, Vicky.
Good morning, Agent Cooper. Lucy, at the coffee station, holding a pot and a cup, turns to face Cooper with a donut stuck in her mouth.
Hey there, Lucy.
Agent Cooper, I got jelly for you special. The sheriff's down the hall in interrogation.
Oh, I'll just look for him down the hall in interrogation.
He moves down the hall. We cut to the interior interrogation room. Morning. Cooper whisks in just as Truman, coffee mug in hand, takes an enormous bite of a humongous bear claw.
Hey, Sheriff. 3 for 3.
Truman tries to chew, holds up his hand to be patient. Cooper sits.
Number 1, James Hurley is... Well, as soon as his lawyer gets here, we bring him up from cell 4 and talk to him straight. He was in love with Laura Palmer. My bet is she told him whatever dirt she knew about Bobby and Mike. And who knows what else. If James plays ball, we send him off with our blessings and a firm reminder to watch his back when Mike and Bobby hit the streets. Then we'll have a chat with those 2 perpetrators. Let's run a top to bottom on Bobby's vehicle. And in the meantime, let's find out what the autopsy report on Laura Palmer gives us. I've got the rest of the day mapped out. I'll meet you back here in interrogation. I really have to urinate. By the way, the coffee at the Great Northern, incredible.
He exits, just as Truman finally swallows his mouthful of bear claw. We cut to interior interrogation room A, day. James Hurley is seated next to his lawyer, across from Truman, as Cooper enters and sits beside the sheriff.
James has been advised of his rights.
James, you were placed under arrest for suspicion of murder. The murder of Laura Palmer. You have no previous criminal record, is that correct?
None, no, sir. Cooper turns on the VCR, and we see the same videotape of Laura and Donna at the picnic that we saw earlier. James watches the video.
James, did you shoot this videotape?
Cooper fast forwards to the freeze frame of the motorcycle reflected in Laura's eye.
Isn't that your cycle, James?
Yes, sir, it is. The 3 of us went up there 2 Sundays ago.
James, you were in love with Laura. The 2 of you were seeing each other secretly. No one else at school or any of her friends knew about it. She was the homecoming queen. Her boyfriend was the captain of the football team. How much longer did you think you could keep this relationship secret?
It was secret because that's the way she wanted it.
Why do you suppose that was, James? Do you think it has something to do with Bobby?
It had everything to do with Bobby.
Why? Was she afraid of Bobby?
I think so.
Did you know that Laura was using cocaine?
Yes.
Hmm. Did you ever take cocaine with her?
No, I tried to get her to stop
Hmm. When was the last time you saw her?
2 nights ago, the night she died, for about 3 hours. She snuck out of her house about 12:30. I stopped the bike at the light of Sparkwood and 21, and she jumped off and ran away. I didn't see her again.
You're sure it was 12:30?
Yes, sir. Steve's liquor locker was closing up as we drove by, and he closes right at 12:30.
You and Laura have a fight?
Not exactly, but she said she couldn't see me anymore.
Why?
She didn't say.
Was she high that night?
Yes.
Where did she get her drugs?
I don't know. Most of the time we were together and she was clean.
Did she get her drugs from Bobby?
I really don't know where she got them. She never talked about it. She didn't like that part of herself.
Why did she start using again?
I don't know. Something happened a couple of days ago.
What happened?
I don't know exactly. I think something scared her. She wouldn't talk to me. She wouldn't see me for a couple of days.
Until last night.
Yes.
Did she call you that night?
Yes.
You got some actions and
Oh,
descriptions there, Vicky.
Cooper looks at Laura's diary, open in front of him at the page for February 5th. The page marked day 1. He takes a half-heart necklace from his pocket.
Do you recognize this necklace, James?
Yes, sir.
James, what happened on February 5th?
Tears form in his eyes. He fights them back. White out to Exterior Park Day. Laura Palmer, lying on a picnic blanket, playfully turns to face James.
Haley? Haley, are you there?
Yes, am I playing Laura here?
I may have forgot to tell you you're also Laura.
Oh, okay. My bad. What day is it?
Sunday?
No, I mean the date.
Oh, the 5th of February.
Oh, okay. It's an important day for me, James. You've got 3 guesses. Why I'm so happy today?
Because you're the most beautiful girl in the world?
No.
Because your skin is so soft and oh, you smell so good.
No.
Why?
Because I really believe that you love me.
She takes a necklace from her pocket, breaks the heart in two, and gives half to James, puts the other half around her neck. White out to James, sitting in interrogation and looking up at Cooper. I don't remember. Cooper looks at him. We cut to Exterior Johnson House Day. Leo is putting the last touches on polishing his truck when he's struck by a troubling thought. He throws open the door of the cab, frantically searches behind and under the driver's seat. He can't find what he's looking for. Oh, darn it! He jumps down from the cab and runs towards the house. We cut to the interior Johnson House laundry room. Day. Leo hurries in, throws open the top of the washer, pulls out a full load of soggy laundry, and searches through them, looking for the bloody shirt that he does not find. No! Leo kicks the washer hard. The washer goes tilt and makes a loud rhythmic honking sound. Fade out, end of Act 1. Act 2. Fade in. Interior Donna Hayward's bedroom day. Donna Hayward lies asleep in bed. The sound of an operatic aria drifts through the room, originating downstairs. Donna shifts, starting to waken, stretches and smiles like an untroubled angel, and then her eyes open and she remembers Laura's death. We cut to the interior of Hayward living room day. Donna enters the room where her mother, Eileen, sits in her wheelchair doing some elaborate needlepoint, listening to the opera on the hi-fi.
Mom? Mom?
Oh, good morning, dear. I didn't hear you come down. She uses a remote control to turn down the volume of the hi-fi and takes her daughter's hand.
Mom, it's 10:30. Why didn't you wake me? I was supposed to go back down to the sheriff's.
Oh, they called this morning and said they could wait until tomorrow to see you. Your father and I thought you should rest. You woke up us crying in your sleep last night. Do you remember?
No. Really?
We feel so bad for you. We're so sorry.
Mom, it's so strange. I know I shouldn't be sad. Or I should be sad. And I am. Part of me is, but it's like I'm having the most beautiful dreams and the most terrible nightmare all at once.
Your father told me you went out last night to meet a boy named James Hurley. Does this have anything to do with him?
Can this be between you and me?
Oh, of course it can.
James and Laura were seeing each other the last 2 months. They fell in love. I was the only one who knew about it, and James was so good for her. You don't know how troubled Laura was, the kind of trouble she was in, and how much she wanted to get away from Bobby.
I've been waiting for something like this about Bobby. And what about Mike?
Mom, Laura and I made a pact. We wanted to get away from them, from both of them.
Are you saying you think Bobby had something to do with Laura's death?
I don't know. I think Bobby's dangerous. I think he's capable of almost anything.
What did you tell the police?
Nothing. I don't have any proof of anything. And what's terrible is James was with Laura the night she died. But Mom, I know he didn't do it. Last night, I had to see him. We were the two people closest to her in the world. But I feel so bad
Oh, why, Angel?
because we realized that all this time, we were the ones failing. Because we're falling in love. I feel like I've betrayed my best friend. But if that's true, then why do I feel so happy?
Donna falls into her mother's arms. We cut to interior Great Northern Hotel office day. Leland Palmer sits behind her desk, talking on the phone. His secretary sits across from him.
Palmer. Palmer. Yes, that's correct, my daughter. Her name was Laura. I'm calling to make the arrangement, the funeral, everything. I want everything taken care of. I don't care how much it costs. And if you don't mind, I'd prefer that we not even discuss money.
During above, Benjamin Horn enters, stops, and listens.
I don't understand the question. What's the difference? What do you mean? Leak the page? I think I no, don't.
Don't tell me. Don't tell me. He pushes the phone and everything else on his desk away from him. He gets up, crosses to a cabinet stereo, turns on the sound on a modem jazz quartet record. Time, about as loud as it can go. Benjamin goes to the secretary.
Take him to the lounge and call Dr. Jacoby.
She nods, goes to Leland, takes him gently by the arm, and leads him out of the room. Benjamin Horn turns down the sound on the stereo, goes to the desk, and picks up the phone.
This is Benjamin Horn. Who am I speaking to? Fine. Mahogany antique? Well, you could forget that, Mr. Formaldehyde. I'm picking up the tab here, and you vampires are not taking a bite out of my checkbook in order to extort my colleague's tragedy. Start thinking ahead.
He slams down the phone just as we hear from outside.
No, 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 don't put him in my room. In here, through that door. Right there, right there.
Jerry Horn, Benjamin's younger, wiry brother, enters, followed by 4 bellhops carrying a mess of mismatched Samsonite.
Good to have you back, Jerry. How was Paris?
In a minute. Right there. No, right there. Oh.
The bellhops carefully set the bags down as directed.
What's the matter with Leland? Looks like somebody shot his dog.
The bellhops all stop and look at Benjamin.
What is it with you guys? I've got a sandwich in there and I want it all, and I want all those bags opened. We're looking till we find it.
The bellhops hop to it. All the bags are opened. Jerry tosses clothes around the room until he finds a baguette with brie wrapped in white paper.
Brother Ben, this is the best damn sandwich I ever ate. It's a baguette with brie and butter. Had 4 of these damn things every day I was there. Got a couple left. Here, try one.
Jerry, Leland's daughter was murdered, and the Norwegians left.
Did they sign?
No, the deal's off.
We had those Vikings by the horns. What happened?
None of them want to know.
What's it say?
Oh, one of them left to know. We're not 100% sure. They took the translator with them.
Did you say Leland's daughter was murdered? Laura?
We cut to Interior Sheriff Station interrogation day. Dr. Hayward opens the folder containing Laura's autopsy report, ready to share. The results to Truman and Cooper. Dr. Hayward absent-mindedly tugs on a thread, sticking out of his sleeve.
Harry, as you know, I delivered Laura. I know her entire life. She was my daughter's best friend. I couldn't bring myself to do the post-mortem. So last night I called in Joe Fielding from Perbel. He did the work. I assisted. This is what he found. Time of death estimated to be between midnight and 4 a.m. What killed her was loss of blood. Numerous shallow wounds, no single one serious enough to have been the cause of death. Bite marks on her tongue, probably self-inflicted. Lesions on wrists, ankles, and upper arms where she was bound were waiting on toxicological tests for drug use. Within the last 12 hours of her life, she had sexual relations with at least 3 men.
He tugs again on the loose thread on his sleeve. A button pops off his shirt, hits the table, and spins. He takes off his glasses, wipes his eyes.
You've examined Annette Pulaski as well.
Yes, round patterns are consistent in my mind. There's no question the same perpetrator attacked them both.
Doc, when, if ever, will Ronette be able to talk to us?
She suffered a severe head wound. It's still too early to tell. Add to that the psychological impact of the peer probably witnessing what happened to Loa before her.
The answer's in there somewhere.
Doc Hayward looks at a close-up picture of Laura taken where she was found on the beach.
So beautiful. Who would do a thing like that?
We cut to the interior holding cell day. Mike and Bobby sit on their steel cots. Mike moves to Bobby, who's hanging his head upside down off the back of the cot, kneels down beside him and speaks to him quietly.
Hey, Bopper. Hey, Bopper. Since when does Leo Johnson call me at my parents' house?
Leo called you?
Yesterday. He was looking for you. He wanted to know where the other half of the money was.
What'd you tell him, Snake?
As far as I know, he didn't have any of it yet. I thought the deal was we were supposed to give it to him today.
Oh, I gave him half already.
When did you see him?
Hey, I saw him the other night, okay?
What night? You mean Thursday night?
Yeah, Thursday.
Wait a minute. That night we followed Laura back to her place after she left your house?
Check. We had a couple of brewskis and I dropped you off.
Check.
And then I went to see Leo because I had this money burning a $10,000 hole in my pocket.
What about the other half?
It's in Laura's safe deposit box.
You didn't get it back from her?
She was supposed to hand it over today, and then she went and checked out on us.
So how are we gonna get that 10 grand for Leo?
I don't know, Snake. Maybe we could sell light bulbs door to door.
That's great. Just great. This isn't funny, man.
You see me laughing.
We're lucky we're in jail. You know what's gonna go down when we get out? Maybe we ought to figure a way to stay in here.
Don't even think like that. And don't mention one word about Leo Johnson. You do not know Leo Johnson.
What about it?
The holding area door opens. Hawk leads James back in, takes him back to his cell. Bobby jumps up from his cot and moves to the bars.
Oh, hey, look at that. Here comes that accident waiting to happen.
That could constitute a threat, Briggs.
Gee, I'm sorry.
James enters his cell. We cut to the interior of the Sheriff's Department reception area day. Truman and Cooper make their way towards the front as Ed Hurley, a bandage on his head, rises from his seat.
Hey, Ed, how's that coconut?
Kind of tender. My pride's hurt worse.
Yeah. Since when can some 18-year-old punk take Big Ed Hurley out? I mean, even if he was wearing knuckle dusters. Ed, this is Agent Dale Cooper.
Any relation to James?
I'm his uncle. His mother's out of town. Called this morning. Asked me to come on over. You fellas planning on holding him a while?
So, no. We can release him into your custody.
Truman looks at him.
Let me understand. Is James being charged?
I had one small doubt, which James has satisfactorily cleared up for me. He didn't kill anybody. But you have to tell him to be careful. We're going to have to release Mike and Bobby today as well.
Will do.
Lucy calls from the switchboard.
Agent Cooper, I've got a call for you from Mr. Albert Rosenfield. Sounds like long distance. It has that open air sound where it sounds like wine blowing. You know, like wine through the trees.
Cooper moves towards her to take the call. Ed takes Truman by the arm and lowers his voice.
Harry, I've been thinking about last night at the Roadhouse. Something's not right.
Yeah. When I first saw that bandage, I thought Nadine might have gotten wind of you and Norma.
Harry, if Nadine had gotten wind of me and Norma, I'd be playing harp for the Heavenly All-Stars. No. The thing I can remember. Thing is, I can remember Mike and Bobby grabbing Donna. I stood up to walk over and I got all lightheaded. I was out on my feet before I even got there. I don't even remember getting hit.
But what are you saying?
I'm pretty sure my beer was drugged. And you know who was tending bar last night.
Truman thinks a moment and then nods. We cut to Cooper on the phone at the switchboard.
All right, Albert. Bring the boys. You guys can have the body all day tomorrow. No, can't do that. They're going to bury her on Monday. And Albert, if you come through Lewis Fork, I can recommend a place for lunch. The Lamplighter Inn. They've got a cherry pie that could kill you.
We cut to the exterior of the hardware store day. Carrying a small tray of sandwiches, Norma is going into the hardware store down the block from the Double R Diner. She holds the door open for a woman who's exiting. Obscured behind a big bag of hardware, it's Nadine Hurley. Norma sees her first.
Hi, Nadine. What are you doing here, Norma? I might ask you the same question. And I will tell you I've gotten all now drapes for my house. Ed bought them for me yesterday at Gentle's Gyms and we installed them together. They're a beige sheer. I was up all last night. Do you know what I was doing? No, I don't. I was inventing a noiseless, completely silent drape runner. And do you know how it works? Do you know what makes it work? The thing I thought of at 4 this morning while I was waiting for my husband to be released from my intensive care. What's that?
Nadine takes a package out of the bag, wrenches it open, and grabs a handful of...
Cotton balls. By God. Those things, I'll be quiet now.
Nadine moves off. Norma enters the store. We cut to the interior of Sheriff's Station waiting area day. Ed Hurley rises as James is escorted out and handcuffed by Hawk. James moves to Ed. Did you have to post bail?
Nah, had a talk with Harry. No charge.
Oh, Mom's still out of town?
Yeah, she's still out of town. Let's get out of here.
Gonna need a hand from the bookhouse, boys. Somebody's gotta watch my back.
Already got it covered.
They exit. We cut to the interior interrogation room A day. Mike sits at the table as Dale Cooper enters.
So tell me, Mike, what are you doing hanging around with a guy like Bobby Briggs?
He's my friend.
You don't seem like such a bad kick to me. But Bobby Briggs could drag you straight into hell. How long has Donna Hayward been your girlfriend?
Around 2 years.
Why were you screaming at her and roughing her up last night at the Roadhouse?
That's better between her and me.
Between you and her, or you, her, and James Hurley?
What's that supposed to mean?
You guys were out looking for James last night.
That's right. He was fooling around with Laura. Next thing you know, she's dead. and he's out fooling around with Donna.
You couldn't find James, so you picked a fight with his gang instead.
They started it.
After Bobby decked dead Hurley with a pair of brass knuckles.
I was defending myself. Look, I already spent a night in jail. Are you charging me with something?
Settle down there, punk. I could make one phone call and you'd go as far. You go so far away that God couldn't find you.
Cooper smiles. Mike gets the picture. We cut to the interior of the interrogation room B, day. Truman sits across from Bobby, filling out a report when Cooper breezily enters.
Hi, Bobby. I was just talking to Mike. Now, before we get started, have you got your story straight?
If you tell the truth, you don't have to get your stories straight. Besides, the sheriff tells me we're just in here for fighting, and it was self-defense.
Right. Well, I guess you can go then.
Cooper sits, takes a whistle he whittled out of his pocket and begins to sand it with a small piece of folded sandpaper. Truman looks at him.
Now?
Yeah.
Bobby stands and makes his way to the door.
Oh, Bobby. Pray for the health and safety of James Hurley, because if anything happens to him, we're coming for you.
They look at each other. Bobby exits. Cooper stands and takes out his electronic notebook.
What are you sitting around for, Harry? We got places to go and people to see.
I'm gonna start studying medicine.
Why's that?
Because I'm starting to feel like Dr. Watson.
Fade out. End of Act 2.
Act 3. Interior, Blue Pine Lodge, kitchen, day. Close on a trout, as it slit open and held under running water. Pete Martell proceeds to clean the fish in the sink, whistling a happy tune. In a dressing gown, over a negligee, Josie Packard enters the kitchen, a happy look on her face.
On top of the morning to you, Pete.
No, Josie, the expression is top of the morning, and it's just barely morning.
Well, perhaps I should say bottom of the afternoon.
That be more like.
Out of sight, below the counter, we hear a little dog bark. Josie bends down to pet it.
Hello, Coro. Good fellow. Is Catherine at the mill?
She wanted to run a half shift on account of us closing down yesterday. I told her she was on her own. I was going fishing.
Pete, I want to thank you for yesterday, for standing up to me with Catherine.
The doorbell
No,
rings.
Josie, it's not you. I was forget it. Catherine was wrong yesterday.
The doorbell rings. Pete goes to answer it. He returns a few moments later.
Josie, the sheriff, and the gent from the FBI are here to see you.
Josie follows Pete into the living room. Cut to interior Blue Pine Lodge, living room day. Josie enters with Pete. Cooper and Truman rise. Mrs. Packard, this is Dale Cooper, FBI.
Pleased to meet you.
Thank you. Can I offer you gentlemen a cup of joe?
Mrs. Packard, you said the magic word.
I'd love a cup, thanks.
I'll get that for you, Mr. Cooper. How do you take it?
Black as midnight on a moonless night.
Pretty black.
Please, grab yourself a chair.
They all sit. Out of sight, the little dog barks again.
Look at him. What a cute little fellow. What's his name?
Coro.
Koro. Koro. That means something.
Chinese. I am not sure exactly. My late husband Andrew named him Big Stirring engine, perhaps?
Cooper starts to bend down to pet Coro. Truman tries to signal him not to. A growl, a yip, and Cooper withdraws his hand.
Mrs. Packard, I'll come right to the point. Mrs. Packard, I understand you've hired Laura Palmer to come see you twice a week and to help you with your English. Is that correct?
Yes, you see, my late husband Andrew, I first learned English from him when we met in Hong Kong, but I have learned after his death that he spoke only in what you might call Western cliches.
That's very interesting, Mrs. Packard. So you hired Laura to help you.
That is the ticket, because I was apparently not even saying the cliches correctly.
When was the last time you saw Laura?
Thursday afternoon, about the time the mill blew 5.
That would be 5 o'clock.
Yes.
When did she leave?
After 1 hour, when the lesson was finished, I did not see her again.
How did she seem to you on Thursday afternoon?
Something was bothering her, but we did not have a heart-to-heart on it. She said one thing, though, which stuck to my mind. She said, "I think I know now how you feel about your husband's death."
Did she say what that was in reference to?
No, but I think of it now like an old song with a haunting melody that I cannot stop hearing in my head.
Uh-huh. Did you ask her then what she meant by this?
It was just as she was leaving. There was no time.
She stares at the floor. Cooper and Truman look at each other. The phone rings.
Excuse me, please.
She rises and exits. Cooper smiles strangely at Truman.
How long have you been seeing her?
No. How did you know?
Body language.
Jeez. Not long. About 6 weeks. Andrew died a year and a half ago. Pete sticks his head back in.
You'd never guess. Had to make a new pot. There was a piece in the percolator.
Pete exits.
Was there an inquest into your husband's death?
Yeah. He took his 36-footer out on Black Lake. He just put in a customized high-performance engine. There was an explosion on board. Found pieces of the boat, but nothing of Andrew. It was ruled accidental.
You never found a body?
Hey, don't look at me like that. He was like a father to me.
Take it easy, Harry. You're so far above suspicion, I can't even see you through the clouds.
Interior, Blue Pine Lodge, kitchen, day. Josie is on the phone.
Yes, Catherine, I'm listening.
Intercut, interior, small, pleasant motel room, day. Catherine Packard Martell is on the phone, sipping a drink, unbuttoning her shirt.
I just thought you ought to know what your sentimental goodwill shenanigans cost us yesterday. You do know what shenanigans are, don't you?
Josie mouths the word, not at all sure.
Shutting down the mill for 8 hours, plus the night shift, it cost us $87,000 and change. Do you really think that would have made Andrew happy?
She hangs up, turns and raises her glass and touches glasses with Benjamin Horn, who smiles and swoops down for a kiss. Cut. 2. Interior, Blue Pine Lodge kitchen, day. Josie exits. Pete scrubs the coffee pot, whistling happily. We move off to him to reveal a small dead fish on the counter, coated with coffee grounds in a small, thin pool of streaming percolator water. Cut to interior, Blue Pine Lodge living room, day. Josie re-enters the room. Truman and Cooper rise, preoccupied. Josie sits down, mouthing a word to herself. Truman and Cooper Slowly sit. Jocelyn. Oh, Mrs. Packard. And Josie.
What is shenanigans?
Nonsense, mischief, often treacherous or deceit the trick.
Josie looks sad. Coro barks. Truman and Cooper look at each other. Cut to exterior small, pleasant motel day. Cottages, a little vacation spot tucked away at the base of White Tail Mountain. Cut to interior motel room day. Catherine Martell is lounging in bed. Benjamin Horn is in front of a mirror, tying his tie.
Why do you always have to rush off?
We've been here over an hour.
There was a time when we'd take all afternoon.
In the sweetness of passing time, this hour will soon seem like a day.
Sing it to somebody else. I'm not one of your teenage pea-brain chambermaids.
Oh, I'm sorry. Did I offer you your delicate sensibility?
My mistake. I'd gotten used to us conducting business and pleasure.
Sweetheart, it's been all the same to me.
Well, I'm no schoolgirl either. What's the next step?
You may not have to do anything. A few more local tragedies and Josie may run that mill into the ground herself.
You should have seen her, so proud and weepy over that little cheerleader's death, as if she was the only one in the world with feelings.
But the fact is, those losses are going to look beautiful in the books.
With the pace we've set, it'll still be months before the mill's bankrupt. I don't know if I can wait that long. Besides, there's always a chance my knothead husband may decide to take a peek at those dusty old books.
Maybe it's time for a fire.
Are you talking about business or pleasure?
I am talking about the Packard sawmill.
Oh, all that dry wood lying around.
A stray spark one night.
When Pete's off on a toot with Smokey the Bear.
Now I remember how those hours turned into days.
He starts removing his tie. She smiles and reaches up for him. To exterior, Great Northern Hotel and Waterfall day. Reestablish. Interior, Great Northern Hotel private quarters day. Looking in on Johnny Horn in his Indian headdress, Native American headdress, standing in the middle of the room, staring at the ceiling. Cut to reverse angle. Truman and Cooper looking in at Johnny with Dr. Lawrence Jacoby beside them. Dr. Jacoby stifles a small giggle and quietly closes the door. Cut to interior Great Northern Hotel corridor day. Truman, Cooper, and Jacoby move down the corridor.
I can't get over it. He just stands there day after day. I've never seen anything like it.
Dr. Jacoby, how old is Johnny Horn?
27 going on 6. Just kidding. Sorry.
And you've been treating him for how long?
Tweeting him? Well, with Johnny, it's not so much a question of tweeting him.
I understand Laura Palmer was his chief.
Monday, Wednesday, and Friday after school. Those were the same days I'd come to see Johnny and his mother. Laura was Johnny's favorite. He knew which day it was, too. He'd stand just like that, waiting for her.
Does Johnny get out much?
Sure, after his schoolwork, Laura will take him out on the ground, hunting for rubber buffalo with his little sanction cup bow and arrow set. Some afternoons, he'd bag the limit.
Was she here on Wednesday afternoon?
Yes, she was. I sat in with them. She read him a story.
What story was that?
Isn't that interesting? It was Sleeping Beauty.
Hmm. You said Laura was a patient of yours as well.
Yes, but of course, all of that information dwells in the land of client confidentiality. Cooper's Johnny loves that tweak. He thinks we found over $400 back there.
Cooper slow burns. Interior, Palmer House bedroom. Day, a dark room. The blinds are pulled. A subdued Sarah Palmer sits in a chair, wearing a robe. A nurse enters, moves her to her, and says quietly,
Mrs. Palmer, I'm sorry to disturb you, but Donna Hayward is here. Are you sure you're up to seeing her?
I have to see her. She was Laura's best friend.
Oh, take this right now. I'll send her in.
The nurse exits. Sarah swallows the pill. Cut to interior Palmer House, upstairs hallway, day. Donna is waiting in the hall, looking at a photo on the wall of a young Laura playing when the nurse comes out of the bedroom and moves to her.
She's sedated. Try not to upset her.
Donna nods and enters the bedroom. Interior, Palmer House bedroom, day. Donna and Sarah see each other, and Donna moves into her arms. They embrace, cry, then Donna sits beside her.
John, that's you. Sarah? John, that's your line.
What am I going to do? I miss her. Do you miss her?
Yes, I miss her so much.
I miss her so much. I miss her so much.
Sarah wipes away a tear, looks away, then looks back at Donna, tilting her head, looking at her sadly. Donna's hand slowly slides up and touches Sarah, comforting her. Sarah looks down at the hand. Sarah's POV. Looking at Donna's hand, she looks up from the hand and sees Laura sitting beside her. Sarah's arms reach forward, clutch her, and pull her into an embrace. Cut to Donna as Sarah holds her.
My baby, my baby.
Donna tries to gently pull away. Sarah won't release her. Cut to Sarah, her eyes open wide, unfocused, looking up, seeing a vision. Cut to Sarah's vision, interior hospital corridor, night. Looking down a long corridor, a frightening looking man we haven't seen before comes racing towards us at full speed. We hear some monstrous sound. Just as he's about to reach us, we cut to Sarah. She opens her mouth and screams and won't stop. Terrified, Donna struggles and pulls away from her, trying in vain to find some way to calm her as the nurse rushes into the room. Fade to black, end of Act 3.
Act 4. Fade in to the exterior Great Northern Hotel evening. As dusk is falling, we cut to the interior Great Northern Corridor evening. Benjamin Horne enters and crosses the lobby. He stops when he hears some deafening rock music start coming through the ceiling above him. He heads for the stairs. Cut to the interior Audrey Horne's room evening. Audrey is dancing by herself in the middle of the room, swaying slowly and sensually to the music. Benjamin opens a door and looks in. Audrey doesn't see him at first. Ben walks over to the stereo and turns off the music. Audrey sees him and looks at him with some attitude.
How many times have I asked you not to disturb the guests with this racket?
About 4,000 times.
Audrey, Julie tells me you were in with the Norwegians just before they all suddenly decide en masse to go to the old country without signing the contract. Is that true?
Yes.
You wouldn't have done or said anything that might have precipitated their evacuation, would you? I'm assuming that was just a coincidence.
Daddy, I didn't go in to check out that ridiculous smorgasbord. And while I was in there, I happened to mention I was sad
About what?
about my dear close friend Laura being brutally murdered.
Wipe that smile off your face, young lady. Do you realize the kind of money your little performance costs this family? If you ever pull a stunt like that again, you'll be screaming the days in a Bulgarian convent.
Oh, Daddy, I'm so afraid.
Laura died 2 days ago. I lost you years ago.
He exits. Cut to exterior Bobby Briggs' house day. Established shot and cut to the interior of the Briggs dining room day. Betty Briggs is just setting dinner down on the table in front of her husband, Major Briggs and son Bobby.
Bobby, it's your favorite meatloaf with pimentos and potato chips, and there's plenty more chips in the kitchen.
She sits down at the table with them. Major Briggs and his wife bow their heads, but Bobby doesn't.
For what we are about to receive, may the Lord make us truly thankful.
Bobby indifferently moves his meatloaf around the plate and mashes up the chips with a spoon.
Robert, I was hoping we'd have a chance to discuss the events of the past few days. No, not the physical events themselves necessarily, but the thoughts and feelings surrounding them.
Bobby rolls his eyes. Major Briggs is undeterred.
Rebellion is in a young man of your age is a necessary fact of life, and candidly a sign of strength. Now, in other words, I respect your rebellious nature, Bobby. However, being your father, I am obligated to contain that fire of contrarianness within the bounds of established by society, as well as those within our own family structure.
Bobby impatiently taps his water glass with his knife. Well, Dad, what else do you have to say?
I've lost the screen.
Oh, do you need someone to cover for you, Vicky?
Uh-oh.
Oh no.
There might be a little button at the bottom of your screen that looks like a Zoom window.
I'm back.
Okay.
Bobby, I note your reluctance to engage in a dialogue with me, your father. There are times when silence is golden. Silence can be taken many ways as a sign of intelligence, of truth being invisible, and the quieter we become, the more we can hear.
Bobby shakes out a cigarette, puts it in his mouth. The Major calmly and firmly backhands Bobby across the face. The cigarette flies across the table and smears into the meatloaf on Betty's plate. Bobby's stunned more than hurt.
I am a tolerant man, but my patience has its limits. To have his path made clear for him is the aspiration of every human being in our beclouded and tempestuous existence. Robert, you and I are going to work on making yours real clear.
Betty removes a cigarette from her meatloaf.
We're here for you, Bobby.
Bobby's hands clench into white-knuckled fists. Cut to the exterior Double R Diner night. Reestablish. Cut to the interior of the Double R Diner night. The diner is bustling with dinner traffic. Truman and Cooper are seated at the counter. Shelley pours them some coffee. Can I get you anything to go with that, Sheriff?
Agent Cooper here might want to try a slice of pie.
Cherry pie?
Best in the Tri-Counties.
And could you ask Norma to stop by for a second, Shelley?
Sure thing.
Nothing's a sure thing, Shelley. Shelley Johnson with a J.
Husband's a trucker, Leo. Minor rap sheet.
Cooper nods, makes a note as he sips his coffee. As he puts the notebook away, he looks around and sees the log lady seated a couple chairs away, cradling her log and drinking coffee. Cooper looks back at Truman.
Log lady?
Right.
Hi.
She makes a sour face. Cooper turns back to Truman.
Can I ask her about her log?
Many have.
Cooper ponders his choices. Norma Jennings comes out of the kitchen with a piece of cherry pie, moves to Cooper and Truman, and sets down the pie.
Evening, Harry.
Norma, like to have you meet a Special Agent Dale Cooper.
Federal Bureau of Investigation.
Norma Jennings?
I understand her husband, O. Henry Jennings, is serving 27 months in state prison for manslaughter.
Yes, he is. I also have a cousin named Shu who runs a beauty shop in downtown Butte, Montana.
Cooper takes a bite of pie, closes his eyes, and slips into an ecstatic state.
Maybe I should come back with the dinner menu.
No need for me. I'll have the special.
Where's my paper and pen? I've got to write a poem about this pie.
Better get your notebook. It'll tell you taste the special.
Miss Jennings, is it true that Laura Palmer used to help you with the Meals and Wheels program, delivering hot dinners to elderly and shut-ins? Elderly shut-ins.
Yes, Laura, help organize the program.
And when was the last time you saw her?
She came in around dinner time the night before she died to pick up her meals for delivery.
You have
Do
the
you
name?
have the name? Oh, sorry.
Oh,
Apologies.
good idea. Do you have the names of the people on her out?
I could get them for you.
Would you please? And 2 more pieces of this incredible pie.
Okay.
She moves off. Truman looks at him.
Man, you must have the metabolism of a bumblebee.
The log lady is getting up to leave and leans in at them as she passes. For your information, I heard you speaking about Laura Palmer.
Yes?
One day, my log will have something to say about this. My log saw something that night. She turns to leave.
Wait a minute. What did it see?
She holds a log out. Ask it.
Hmm.
A moment of silence. They all look at the log. I thought so. The log lady exits. Exterior Calhoun Memorial Hospital night established. Interior Calhoun Memorial Hospital night. Tommy the Hawk Hill is completing an interview with the parents of Ronette Pulaski, Janek and Suburbis Pulaski. Ronette is visible in the background lying on a bed in intensive care. A state trooper stands guard in front of the entrance to the room. Note, do not show Ronette's face.
So, neither one of you saw Ronette after school that day.
That's right.
As far as you know, she went to her school, or her after school job.
Yes, at Horn's department store downtown.
What did she do at the department store?
She was a salesperson at the perfume counter.
She used to joke it was the best smelling job she ever had.
Mrs. Pulaski thinks of her daughter and gets a little teary-eyed. Hawk looks up and sees the one-armed man looking around the corner in his direction. As soon as the one-armed man sees Hawk and the trooper, he slowly recedes back around the corner.
Excuse me.
Hawk rises and quietly follows the one-armed man around the corner. Cut to the one-armed man as he ducks into a stairwell and waits. Hawk's footsteps pass by. The one-armed man quietly moves away down the stairs. Cut to Hawk. Stops in the corridor, listens, comes back. He opens the door to the stairway. Empty. Cut to the exterior of Leo Johnson's house night. In the long shot, Norma drives up and Shelley hops out and starts for the house carrying a bag of groceries. Thanks, Norma. See you tomorrow. Cut to the interior of Leo Johnson's house night. Shelley enters a house and sets down her keys. Silence. Leo? Leo, honey, you here? She moves toward the kitchen. Interior Johnson House kitchen night. Close on a new bar of soap being dropped into a dark sock. Leo ties the sock off, swings it around, and slaps it into his palm a couple of times.
I'll be right out, Shelley.
Cut to the interior Johnson House living room night. Leo comes out of the kitchen, swinging the sock around. Shelley turns as he enters. Hi, Leo. She sees a sock in his hand, turns pale, and goes weak in the knees.
Where's my shirt?
Shirt?
My favorite blue shirt. That's the second one you've lost this year. I'm going to teach you a lesson now, Shelley, about taking care of my property. That means not only keeping things clean, but making sure that things aren't damaged or lost. This is going to hurt you.
She pushes the bag and groceries at him and throws herself on the couch, protecting her face, terrified. The groceries spill to the floor and something breaks. Leo walks over to the stereo and turns it on. Loud, heavy metal. Leo starts to spin the sock, gaining momentum, and as it flies out of frame, we cut to the interior Great Northern Hotel corridor night. Audrey Horne is walking down a corridor when a gust of wind slams a heavy door shut behind her. She jumps, then regains her composure. Cut to the interior Great Northern Hotel corridor night. Audrey moves down the corridor. The sound of the wind continues to howl. When she hears voices, she slows, sneaks around the next corner, and peers through a partially open door into, intercut with Aubrey's POV and Benjamin Horne's office. Benjamin Horne is pouring a couple of stiff scotches on the rocks. He hands one to his brother Jerry, who's walking back and forth, rubbing his hands gleefully together.
Benjamin.
What the hell are you so happy about?
I'll give you a one, I guess, where I'm going tonight.
Can you get your mind out of the gutter for 1 second? We've got a tottering empire on our hands. And you just...
Come on, Brother Ben. I hear they dropped a new bombshell up at Jack's. Straight from the perfume counter, am I right? Am I right?
Now that you've jogged my memory. And set it on fire. I'll drive.
That's the spirit. All work and no play makes Ben and Jerry dull boys. Let's roll.
They clink glasses and drain their drinks. Audrey moves away as they start towards the door. She turns a corner as they exit and walk away.
After dinner, Jer, gotta spend some quality time with the squad.
They move out of sight. Audrey watches them go, thinking. Cut to the exterior Hayward House night. Reestablish. James Hurley's Harley is parked outside. That was fun to say. Cut to the interior Hayward House living room night. Donna escorts James into the living room where Eileen and Dr. Hayward are waiting.
Mom, Dad, this is James.
How do you do, James?
James Hurley.
How do you do, James?
Hi, James, too.
Who's
Oh.
James?
Yeah.
I think that's Vicky, isn't it? Yep.
Pleased to meet you, sir, Mrs. Hayward. Oh, James, very nice to meet you.
An awkward silence.
Hope you're hungry, James. Aliens been cooking up a storm.
Oh, yes, sir.
Another silence.
Oh, James, can I offer you something to drink? We have soft drinks, fruit punch, or, sparkling cider. Fruit punch. That'll be good. Oh, thank you.
I'll get it, Mom.
Donna exits to the kitchen.
Have a seat, James.
You fellas go ahead and sit at the table. I'll go check on the roast.
Eileen drives her chair toward the kitchen. James and Dr. Hayward move to the dining room table and take their seats. Donna returns from the kitchen and sets down a glass in front of James.
Here's your fruit punch, James.
Oh, thanks, Donna.
I don't believe I know your parents, James.
Oh, no, sir. My dad died when I was 10, and my mom travels a lot.
Ed Hurley down at the gas farm is James's uncle.
His wife is the lady with the patch.
That's my Aunt Nadine. Oh, she's a real character. Oh, well, can you give me a hand?
Excuse me, James.
He exits into the kitchen. Donna whispers across the table to James.
We can talk after dinner.
Oh, it's good to see you.
It's good to see you too.
Cut to the exterior Hayward house night. Mike and Bobby pull up outside in Bobby's car. They see James's bike parked in the front. That bastard.
Yeah. First your girlfriend, then mine.
Too bad we can only kill him once. He lights a cigarette. They drive slowly off. The rear brake lights disappear into the darkness, and the wind howls. Cut to the interior of Dr. Jacoby's office night. We hear a soft, cool bebop tune. Lights are low. A pair of strange green orthopedic shoes dance expertly into view and execute a few boss moves. We widen to see Dr. Jacoby in his 50s style Hawaiian-themed rec room. He picks up his mail and sifts through it, continuing to dance. He stops suddenly when he comes across a slightly bulky, plain manila envelope. He opens the envelope and finds a single audio cassette tape without a case. Written on the cartridge are the words, "To Dr. Jacoby with love, Laura." Overcome with amazement, he instantly turns off the stereo, punches eject, removes the tape that was playing, inserts Laura's tape and hits play.
Hey, what's up, Doc? It's Thursday afternoon, about 4 o'clock, and I'm so bored. I'm making you this tape on the pretty little tape recorder you gave me.
We hear background noises on the tape, ambient sound from a department store. Dr. Jacoby nervously starts eating malted milk balls from a bowl on his desk, crunching them in a single bite.
And as you probably already noticed, I'm going to mail it to you in the ugly little plain envelope you gave me. For, what was the word you used? Confidentiality's sake. This is kind of fun. First, you're always bugging me to tell you what my dreams are. Let me tell you about this one I had last night. It was a doozy.
He reaches into his desk and takes out a pair of headphones, which he puts on.
I was in this strange room, and there was this little man and this older man I'd never seen before either, but they both seemed to know me. There was music, and I was telling all my secrets to the older man.
He plugs the headphones in, and we no longer hear her voice. As he listens and chomps on the milk balls, his face registers a whole gamut of emotions. Fade out, end of Act 4, and end of episode. Dun dun dun.
Dun-dun. So good.
Yes, we're done. Great job, everyone. Great job.
So much fun.
It is so much
Wow,
fun.
they sure packed a lot into one little script there, didn't they?
Oh yeah, they sure did. So good though.
Each episode was like that, actually.
There come.
Yep.
all of them.
Yeah.
I can see
to
how
read
where
it.
some of the things are cut differently and such, but so good.
I had to read it twice to figure out who was related to whom and who was, who was doing what
It's so
and where.
confusing. Log Lady is definitely the best, though. I love Log Lady.
Oh my god, I know, I can't. I forgot. Well, 'cause she's in the beginning. I think she's seen in the beginning, but I don't know. And you're always
In the
like,
director cut,
lady
she always like
holding a log.
intersperses all of this. She has like these lines in the beginning, and they're so funny. She's the best.
Who wrote that like part in there? I died. Like, 'cause
David
everything.
Lynch. I am certain it's David
I
Lynch. who wrote
right.
that.
He's like, we need a log lady. R.I.P. Oh gosh, David Lynch.
Just all of these weird people in this town.
I remember the is the dream in the second episode, or it's in here, right? Because the dream is when I went.
Yeah, Cooper ends up having the dream as well, which is very interesting.
Yeah. So
I
the dream's
did
like
not
totally-
catch. Yeah, I didn't actually catch this. The same
want-
dream that Laura had. That is really interesting.
I want to tell you that I need to go now because my mom is calling me to eat for the lunch today because it is 10:52 and it is only 8 minutes to 11 a.m. So my mom
No
is
worries.
calling me to eat
Okay.
lunch now.
All right.
Go.
Go enjoy your
I'm-
lunch.
So it's time to say goodbye and thanks for having me and we did a great job everyone and bravo. Yes,
Good to
bye.
you, John. Bye. I should actually get going too. Unfortunately, I
John.
have food I need to eat.
Bye.
Bye, John.
Bye, John.
I should actually get going too because
You
I need
too.
to go eat.
I would be down to talk more. Maybe we could do episode 2 next week. I don't know. But
Oh, that'd be so much fun.
I
I love this series so
work.
much.
Well,
I
don't
hope
have a
I did.
script.
I hope I did Dale justice.
Oh, you dead. You dead.
Good.
It looks like that, yeah. Gosh, I just
He's
love
so
that.
much fun. I love him. So.
Yeah.
Anyways, all right. Good night, everybody. I have to go.
Good night,
Bye.
Aubrey.
Sorry, all I do too. I hate that.
All right.
Next time. I really want to discuss Twin Peaks at some point for sure because I love this play. I mean, sorry, play. Jeez, y'all know what I'm saying. This show. It could be a play. I'm surprised they haven't done that yet, actually.
A play turn into a play.
Yeah. I mean, they do that. Oh, actually, as you say that, they do that with like everything. At least with musicals, they joke about that. Surprised it's not a musical yet, for sure. Right. But I'm so sorry. I really,
It's okay.
I can't believe Aubrey dipped like that. But she might have to do same things that I have to do in the morning. But yeah,
Yeah.
it's like 9:54 and I go to bed by 10. It's like, sorry.
Yeah.
I know y'all are in Cali time, so it's earlier.
Well, good luck with your project tomorrow, Haley.
Thank you so much. Bye, Vicky. Bye, Catherine. Y'all are
Bye-bye.
awesome. See y'all next time, hopefully. Yes.
Okay. Sounds good.
Bye.
So have you seen this show, Vicky?
Yes.
You have.
Yeah.
I just watched the first 20 minutes of episode 1 and I noticed some huge changes with the script. And most of it seemed to be establishing the story. So like in this script, we find out that Laura is dead, but we don't know, how Laura died or who found her or anything like that. And I noticed in the opening pilot and the actual one that was filmed, they actually find her body. They show her on the beach and they show her being found by, I think, Ed the fisherman, and and they set up the establishing shots of the mill, so we know it's supposed to be important later. And we obviously hear there's a plan in this episode to somehow acquire the mill illegally or make it go bankrupt so they can make some money. But yeah, those things are implied at the beginning of the episode, so it was interesting. And you don't even get to the Sheriff Cooper in the cafe until after like 10 minutes of opening scenes. So maybe more of a prologue to the script, and they've kind of figured out they might need some more background before they jump into the meat of the story.
Right.
I found quite helpful because when I read through the script the first time, I'm like, I had to make notes. I had to make a map. Okay, so Shelley is involved with Leo, but she's also friends with Norma, and Norma's having an affair with Ed, and Ed is married to, and so on and so forth. To just kind of like draw all these lines together, I felt like I needed like gumdrops and toothpicks and somehow to make some sort of structure out of all these characters, you know.
Well, I'll say this, as the series progresses, everything becomes as clear as mud. And there's a lot of flashbacks to probably the very scenes you're talking about. Yeah, it became very intertwined and convoluted, and as it progressed, they did start to reveal truths and stuff, but it was still very confusing. And that was actually part of the charm of it, is not being able to really know what's going on and what really happened. And yeah,
And this
yeah,
play or this screenplay was written, I think, well, this draft was 1989, but I think the show came out in 1990 maybe. And I think that's very characteristic too of a lot of the plays in the 90s. They just drop you right in the middle of the story without giving you a whole lot of background. It's just like,
yeah,
here's a whole town, you know, you just like Agent Cooper is of course new to the town. I'm assuming he's come to investigate Laura's death. They don't actually ever make that clear in this script, but assuming that's why he's there. His her death and Ronette's rape, I guess. So, but yeah, you just kind of have to like follow along and find out who everybody is the same time the sheriff kind of figures out or the FBI agent kind of figures out perhaps. So,
And Agent Cooper just gets more and more interesting with each episode, and he becomes so obsessed with finding the murderer, and he becomes obsessed with Laura herself, the idea of her and who was she really. Yeah. And again, I'm not going to say any more because it'll become a spoiler. And
but yeah, there's so many suspects, you know,
yeah,
in this particular episode, and they don't really narrow it down for you much at all as
no,
to who may have killed her or why they killed her. I mean, obviously there's some money involved, and whether she knew about it or not, we don't know. But obviously Bobby and Mike and Leo are kind of unsavory characters, and one of them may have murdered her. But then we have the people in the trying to make the deal with the Norwegians, right? Benjamin Horn and his brother Jerry, and they obviously have some motivation possibly for illegitimate gains. And then you've got like what is her name, Catherine, and also involved with Benjamin, and they're trying to get the mill. And it's like, oh my goodness, how many tangled webs are involved in this one little, you know, I guess it was maybe an hour, 45-minute, hour-long pilot.
yeah,
So I found it amazing you can fit that much in one script.
yeah. And they did it every episode, honestly.
Every episode's like that, where they fit so
Yeah.
much in. Oh my
Yeah.
goodness.
And the murderer, I of course can't tell you who the murderer
Of course not.
was, but it is the last person you would ever expect.
Yeah, so I'm looking at all these people who look kind of innocent. I'm like, well, we have Nadine. She's got obviously her husband is cheating on her, so she may or may not know about it. And then you have Shelley, who's maybe like, you know, young and innocent, but with, you know, an abusive husband, obviously. Yeah, I'm looking through this whole list. Then you have the two doctors, and then you've got Lucy, who's this loosey-goosey policewoman or police secretary or something. And I was like, my goodness, I have no idea where they're going with these. So
Yeah.
now I want to watch the rest of the series. So
Yeah, you should. It was one of my brother's favorite series, and he was definitely into artsy fartsy things. He was an artist, and yeah, this was, yeah, he really loved Agent Cooper.
and where is
Yeah.
it set? I mean, I can see some mountains in the background. Is it northern someplace? Is it California? Is
I
it
don't remember.
Appalachia? It looks too high to be Appalachias. Maybe Canada? I can't
No,
quite
it's
tell.
not in Canada.
Not in Canada? Okay.
I'd remember that.
All right. So somewhere in the United States, probably then.
Yeah.
But yeah, with those mountains in the background, maybe Colorado. I don't know. I'd have to look that up too. So, but yeah, it looks some like kind of looks like somewhere in the West.
Yeah.
Well, that was fun.
It was. I like being a whole bunch of characters and yeah. And I what I found to be a challenge was with this was the typos and the offsetting of the lines. And
Yeah.
I think I got it kind of a grasp on it eventually, but at first it was like, wait, what? Oh, very
Yep. So it was written down there, and then it goes to the other end, and like, oh wait, that's not the end of the sentence. And it's on the next page. Yeah,
Yeah,
that was killing me when I was looking those things, and there were a few misspellings too. So
yeah.
yeah, that was hard.
Yeah. And yet challenging in a good way for me. I'm the person that send me a message and mix up all the letters and I'll probably be able to just read right through it. My brain goes, oh,
context.
I've put in the right letter, just automatically does.
I saw a paragraph the other day that said something like, according to some sort of data, people never notice musical instruments in a sentence. I'm like, and I'm like, what musical instruments? And I look back again and it said, and I read it according to, but it ended up actually being accordion to, you know, popular data. You never notice musical instruments in a sentence. And I was like, but yeah, that was just, your brain automatically sees the ACC
Yeah.
and the I and the N and puts in the word accordion, even though it actually says accordion at the top. So,
Oh, the brain, it's a wonderful thing.
yep. And I love it when, they put it something like that and it works exactly like it's supposed to. Everyone misses the musical instrument in plain, it's in plain sight, right? It's right there in black and white, literally. And yet your brain doesn't see it because it's expecting something else.
Yeah,
So I kind of think murder mysteries are the same way. You don't, and magician tricks, you don't see it because your brain is expecting something else.
right.
Like I'm expecting one of these three to be the Bobby, Mike, and Leo to be the murderer because they're obviously really bad guys. And then the part of me that's seen all these murder mysteries are like, it can't be them because it's too obvious, right? And then I think, well, it could be them because then you're going to think it's not them because it's too obvious. So then it is them because you're thinking it's going to be someone else. And by that time, I'm like, I give up, I give up, I give up. I'm just going to watch and see.
Right now, I'm in the middle of Princess Bride, and you just think I put the poison in that glass. Yeah, bing, bong, bing.
Yep,
Yes.
exactly. So,
Not knowing that they're both poisoned, and we have the antidote in our system. We've practiced for this moment in time.
yeah, when
Okay.
without that scene, when I first saw that one in The Princess Bride, it was like, oh, didn't see that coming either.
Yeah, 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 that's when it's good. It's like, whoa,
Yep.
okay.
When they can still surprise you after everything you've all seen, and they still come up with another twist. I'm like, those writers are so clever
Yeah.
when they stick stuff in like that.
So
love it.
yes, you will enjoy this series. You will. And it's not for your son to watch.
Okay, I'll keep that in mind. Well, I could tell already when there was a couple things that were a little risque in here. So,
It gets worse
well,
or better, depending on what
Your
you
point of view.
want. Okay, well, the next time we get together is it in 2 weeks?
in 2 weeks, nothing next week, and then we're doing a film of some flavor. We'll have to put up another poll because we've got August. It's August, right?
Yeah.
I don't have a calendar in front of me, but the first and second and third week of August, I think, in a row.
It's either the 12th or the 13th.
Well, it's gonna be like
Is that right?
no, it's gonna be smaller than that.
That
'cause
can't
we're in
be
the
right.
first week of August. So
Okay. I've made some plans in August, but that's not, it should.
but I know I'm busy the third week of August, so I think we're reading three Tuesdays in a row, and then nothing the fourth Tuesday.
Okay.
I think that's how it works. So, but we'll put up it's in the reading schedule on the Facebook page. So I'll put up another thing and let me know what film you want to do next.
Ah. Oh, how to make my mind go completely blank. You're very good at that. I know nothing.
So, yeah, we've got a whole
Okay,
list. But
I'll give that some thought. Something might come to me in a dream. Yeah, we should do that. And I will see if we can find the script. My husband's not bad at searching for things, so.
yep. So this is the only script of Twin Peaks that I could find, but I didn't look very hard either. So
Yeah, and I don't know if it's the same draft that we read the first time or not. It felt different somehow, but that was quite a while ago. So, well, take care. Enjoy the summer in between now and the next time we meet.
yep, you too. And oh, and I'm going to be up in your neck of the woods. Not your neck of the woods. I guess Canada's not necessarily, the entire country's not your neck of the woods, but I'm going to have a chance to go see Vancouver, British
Ah.
Columbia in August.
Nice. Yeah,
Going out
that's
with
quite
Jackie.
the city. One of a kind. And it's not cheap.
Oh, I'm sure it's not. So,
I'm sure it's much worse now. Well, great. Enjoy Vancouver.
I will. All right. I will catch you later. I'm going to get some dinner. And thank you
Yes.
all out in YouTube land for watching us tonight. It was fun. So,
Yes, we had fun. I hope you did too.
all right.